What's going on, guys and girls? Welcome back to another episode of the Gaming News Forecast. I am your Gaming News Forecaster, Retro. It's been a minute, man. Before I even get into this, I want to just say shout outs to the boys at the gamer section that looked out for me. They checked up on me while I was out with my injury, but I'm back and I'm better, and we got news to report, so we gonna get right into it. And another thing, let me know what y'all thinking on this little list here of different forecasts. How this gaming news video is. Let me know if the news was good news, bad news, or whatever. Hot, cold, you know what I'm saying? Mostly moisture, heavy snow. Take a pic. Let me know in the comments. All right, now let's kick things off with a bit of news I'm excited for, and that's Armored Core 6. The trailer recently dropped, and I must admit, I wasn't sure if the series will have any impact since it's been so long since the last game release. But admittedly, this trailer looks good, man. The gameplay looks solid. It appears to be a good time, like straight up. What's left to see for me is how they gonna tackle customization. You know, you think Armored Core, you think weapons, suit colors, every little detail when it comes to that game. Armored Core 6 drops August 25th, but will you be picking it up? Cause I think I am at this point. I'm invested. All right, now more news from Capcom as we inch even closer to the release of Street Fighter 6. A Capcom director, whose name I won't butcher, has reported they are aiming for over 10 million sales for the game's life cycle. Just a week ago, they had the Street Fighter Showcase, which was hosted by Lil Wayne, where they showed off a multitude of modes and mini games with their verses, including tag battles. There was also an extensive look at the World Tour mode, in which you create your fighter, you play through quest lines, taking on new masters, learning techniques, etc. A demo was announced, in which I personally did download, but it really just made me want the game to be out already. June 2nd, save the date. If you a fighting game fan, meet me on the sticks, man. That's all I gotta say. You ready to take it to the streets? All right, now let's talk DLC. As we all know, Horizon's Burning Shores just dropped and is being met with pretty warm reception. Fans are loving it, and I just might have to get my hands on it soon, because I haven't played the new Horizon or the DLC, and for that fact, I actually haven't even played the last Horizon, but I'm interested now. I'm genuinely interested. Also in the rumor mills, it seems Gotham Knights may also be getting DLC, which would include some of the biggest villains in Gotham. I'm not quite sure the direction they are heading, but let's keep our eyes out, our ears peeled. Let's see what they're talking about. Lastly, in DLC talks, most of us, have been waiting for Elden Ring to drop DLC, but it's reported that it's actually been in the works since April of last year. I wonder what kind of craziness from software can cook up for this lore, because Elden Ring was crazy. I know it was a bit tough for some people, but a lot of people also stated that it wasn't as tough as other From Software games. All I know is I enjoyed it thoroughly. I did have some hard times on that game, but I genuinely enjoyed it. In other news, Nintendo has confirmed that they will be at Gamescom. They weren't present at last year's event, but are surprisingly attending this year. With E3 canceled, this summer will be interesting, that's for sure. I don't know if they are unveiling any new systems, which have been rumored for quite some time, but we've seen how that went, because the last reveal was the OLED. But I mean, it's a step up, but I mean, let's be honest here. As much as the Switch is loved, they need a bigger, stronger console. All right, now moving on, let's talk Microsoft. The acquisition of Activision Blizzard has yet another hurdle, as the CMA, the Competition and Markets Authority, in the UK has prevented things from progressing forward. They state that the deal will alter the future of the fast-growing cloud gaming market. I mean, I really don't know how, but then again, I don't get paid the big bucks to understand the foresight of the gaming industry. However, Microsoft did file an appeal, so I guess we will see how things pan out in the future moving along. The new Steam Deck competitor from Asus, the ROG Ally, which boasts some pretty impressive specs and Windows 11 support, is set to release May 11th. New details were recently revealed, and the system will run on AMD's Ryzen Z1 series processors with RDNA3 graphics. Wow, that was a mouthful. It will have ROG's own zero gravity thermal system, which uses a dual fan system along with thin heat sink fins and high friction heat pipes. At launch, it will also be bundled with a 90-day Game Pass Ultimate trial. So, I mean, hey, once it drops, Game Pass day one, I'm pretty sure you can't beat that. But we have yet to see how the performance is going to stand up to the Steam Deck. Hopefully it has a little bit better battery life, because I know a lot of Steam Deck users complain about that. Otherwise, that Steam Deck's still sitting pretty solid, so let's see what this competitor does. Now with another bit of news, Dead Island 2 moves 1 million copies in just 3 days of release. I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't been too interested in the game. It just seems like another zombie game, if you will, and it looks like it's brainless fun. Okay, I'm sorry, that was a stupid pun. But it seems like brainless, mindless fun. However, the reviews have been up and down, hit or miss, so I don't know. But apparently a lot of people are interested, and that's why it's selling. We have yet to see what the future holds for this game, so possibly it could get some decent DLC. It can get some nice updates. Who knows? All right, that about wraps it up. So at this point, this brings me to some upcoming games that I'm pretty sure you know about. Star Wars Jedi Survivor, coming April 28th, which is, by the time you watch this video, it should be out. 5 years after the last game, Cal Kestis is back on his grind, and he doing big Jedi things, man. It's upgraded combat, more stances, more Jedi powers, bigger worlds to explore, more enemies. So if you got into it before, you might want to get into this. I know I'll be picking it up for sure. Finally, after the long wait since it was released back in February, Hogwarts Legacy is now coming to PS4 and Xbox One May 5th. And if you haven't played it yet, or you're still on the last gen consoles, I'm not gonna lie, you're missing out. I'm not the biggest Hogwarts or Harry Potter fan, but it was a pretty solid game. It was genuinely good, so I don't see why you wouldn't pick it up. It's magic. On May 12th, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom will finally be releasing on Switch, and I know a lot of Legend of Zelda fans are out there waiting on the return, because the last one, Breath of the Wild, everybody went crazy over it. I'm not a fan, but I get the appeal. So if you are personally looking to play this game, it is right around the corner. And I know they just did a showcase to showcase the game. So it's a lot to it, and get ready for it. Those are mainly the big ones coming up real soon. Also, the game Humanity. Now, I read about it a while ago, but I personally still don't know too much about it. But Humanity is described as an action puzzle title that is developed by THA and Enhance and published by Enhance. Seems interesting. It's something that somebody probably could get into, maybe more so one of those niche games. Niche, whatever you prefer to say. And lastly, it's not coming up anytime soon, but that Silent Hill F is to be announced still, and it's prominent, it's there, it's in our faces. Hopefully we get some more gameplay, or, well, hopefully we get some more trailers on that soon in general, because I'm curious to see where this story is going after they revealed everything in that Silent Hill showcase. I'm curious. I'm ready for some more survival horror. All right, and that wraps it up for today's gaming news forecast. Thank y'all for watching, man. If you can, please drop a like, subscribe, etc. to the gamer section. Drop us some comments, talk to us. We will talk back, and we here for all things gaming. Support.